Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, thank you so much. Thank you to all my subscribers, all my viewers. Without you, you cannot have a channel. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames called Perception, the 2-Yet-1, Book 1. Here, I've read this book aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos for you to watch here for free. Just know that Book 2 is published and available for those of you who are interested. All the links that you need for my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like to contact me for a personal reading, the information for that is also in the description box. Okay, everyone, so welcome back. Still set up for summertime here. Now, last week we got our messages from different goddesses, and last week Kali came out. And I knew that for that reading I was to use her oracle that, I've been telling you guys that I have been getting new decks. So today we're going to pull from the Alana Fairchild Kali Oracle at least one card at the end of the reading, because I was wondering when she wanted me to use this oracle, and so last week was the first time, so now I know it's time. So this whole week we are receiving our messages from Kali. She is focusing on our shadow side, beginnings and endings, and our spiritual path. So that's what we've been getting from her right now. She asked me to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic, which I have right here. It's by Laura Tuan and Mauro DeLuca. I want to see how their name is spelled. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, alright, so if I need to clarify, I'm going to use the Tarot of the Cloisters by Michelle Leavitt. Alright, everyone, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you wrote for your life before you incarnated, so that you could encounter and hopefully learn certain lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. The free will makes it possible for us to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise in vibration and wisdom lifetime after lifetime, you eventually get to one where you are what we call enlightened, like Buddha and Jesus, Isis, Thoth. We know that these people made a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's similar to looking at fate, but it isn't, because of the free will. Now, there are times when no matter what we do, something will happen, or something will happen just straight out of the blue. Those are fate. Those are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you don't have, and we do write those into our divine blueprint. Alright, so let's get started here. Alright, Aquarius, so you've been happy, but not that happy. That's what is going on right here. This is the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Look at how happy he is up there, right? There is, I feel, look at there's like a harvest there next to them. I just feel like you've been okay, you've been pretty happy, but you haven't really brought in that harvest yet. You haven't brought in the full happiness. So there's something that is keeping your full happiness or this bounty from coming in just yet. But I feel like it is coming in. And the energy that's crossing that is the Queen of Chalices. There is, this could be a Scorpio, but this is a water sign. It could be a Pisces or a Cancer as well, but this is a feminine influence. She is very kind and loving, nurturing. You see how she's holding this man? Just very nurturing. Everyone loves her. She's very beautiful, but she's also very, very, very psychic. Not but, and she's very psychic. My eyes being drawn to these autumn leaves. And yeah, that's why. See, we get the harvest in the autumn. There's something about this harvest has not come in just yet, or something may happen during the autumn, which is coming up. But this Queen of Cups, all queens are a mature energy. This would be an emotionally mature person. She is in control of her emotions. Okay, so this could be your energy right now, but because of another card that I see over here, there's something else I'm thinking, but let's just leave this for the moment. This is the root of everything, the Ten of Cups. You're looking for your soul family. You may be hanging out with your soul family. You may have found your soul family recently, and now you're either living with them or they're this is what's at the root of everything. Your soul family. Whether you're looking for them, whether you're living with them right now, this is a happy ending in love. So this is what you want. This is the root. You're looking for your soul family and love. And here with the Queen of the Cups, maybe you're touching on that. And something will come to fruition in the autumn. So this is your past. You've been very, very perseverant. You have had some sort of victory. Now Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is overcoming obstacles. This is when you feel like you're attacked from all sides. But you've got the upper hand and you were victorious. So you may have been feeling like you had like all kinds of people were attacking you. You may have felt like there was all kinds of problems. You just overcame that. You just persevered. And you made it. That's a victory. You got this. This salamander here is making me think of, see, the salamanders, they thought, they're mentioned very often in fire energy, and that's because they have this film on them that sort of makes them impervious to fire. Is that the right word? Immune? Not really immune. I mean, they could get burnt up, but it's because they have this coating on them that they go through fire and they don't really get injured as long as they're like running through it really quick or something. And that used to amaze people. And so it's like, wow, the salamanders can survive fire. Okay, so that's what I'm so glad I was able to just get out. Something that you went through was probably amazing. They're like, oh my God, Aquarius just went through fire and they made it. They persevered and now they survived. They're victorious. You know, survival is always a victory. All right, so these two cards here for me as a reader are future cards. And what we've got here is the Knight of Pentacles going on. And so you're going to have to be pretty... you're going to have to stay determined. This guy is determination. He is, now, the knight here is movement, but he's the slowest knight in the deck because he does everything right. He crosses all his T's, he dots all his I's. He knows when things like rest are important. He doesn't take any step for granted or doesn't skip a step, rather. Okay, so it takes him a long time for him to bring in his Ace of Pentacles, which is what he brings, is a new beginning, a change. You know, earth is your earthly life, your health and your wealth. So there's a new beginning in your life that's coming, but it's going to take some time. So it's going to come in with more of your good perseverance, okay? And so the next future card that we have here is the Tower in the reverse, okay? I'll just show it to you right side up. This is the Tower moment. This is the sexual tarot, so we've got this, I just got the Tower for Gemini, but this is different for you. Yours is in the reverse. So this is getting stuck, feeling stuck in a rut, and being unhappy about that, and feeling like you can't make any change here, okay? But if you're living in your old ways, that's why. This is feeling trapped in an unhappy situation and feeling unable to make any kind of change, feeling imprisoned almost. Okay? But that's why you need to persevere. Okay, you got to remember that you're this salamander. You can make it through fire. You can make it if you just persevere. This is when the salamander stops and looks around and says, oh no, I've got more fire to walk through. And while he's standing there, his coating is being burned away. You got to keep running through that fire. See what I'm saying? This Tower is Aries energy, Mars energy. It's fire. You got to run through this. Fire. For some reason, the way I said that's cracking me up. Here's your hope. All right, so some of you might be hoping for a Capricorn. You know, it could be a Capricorn, a sweet, loving, nurturing Capricorn, who's very psychic. You know, you could be hoping for her and hoping for a very hot relationship. Like maybe there's going to be a need for this thing in his hand, or this devil cracks me up because of this. It just looks like a giant dildo. I'm just going to say it. And he looks so happy as he looks at it. It just kind of, I don't know, it makes me giggle a little bit. But yeah, so I don't feel like this is toxicity or anything. I think what you're really just hoping for is, yeah, just like a really hot relationship. And we've got a lot of fire. We're talking about fire here. Love, soul family. Yeah, even the Sun card here is fire energy, of course. It's Leo. You know how to run through the fire. You know how to handle the fire. Yeah, this is the hope of a nice, hot and heavy relationship. Very sexual, very passionate. Yeah. Look at all the dancing. I didn't even notice. Look at all these people behind him. Can we focus on that? Thank you. Look at everybody's dancing. Everybody's celebrating. They're just being humans. All right, so that's a cool hope. So here, this is why. Now, this is why I was saying about her. There's another card over here. Here you go. King of Chalices, King and Queen. Okay, so this is your environment right now. or your state of being. So whoever this is, you're their counterpart. Oh. The hair is a different color. Her hair is red, but I see a similarity. I've had this card come out, and I said, that's not the queen, but it could be. That could be the king as well. You can't really see his whole face, right? But these two are a couple. This is a divine couple. Now, this isn't the Emperor and the Empress, which is like twin flame off the hook divine, but this is a matching pair. He is also a master of his emotions. He is a good confidant. He is also kind. He is very smart and responsible. So this is what you are. This is a very fair masculine energy. And emotionally mature. Alrighty, so. Oh, okay. This is your fear card. This is the High Priestess. She is very intuitive. So is the Queen of Cups. In fact, to me, the Queen of Cups is just a breath away from being the High Priestess. I would say this Queen of Cups is the High Priestess on her own. You know what I mean? She is very psychic. Now, the Queen of Cups is a Scorpio energy, but the High Priestess is a Virgo energy. I don't know if that makes a difference. But there's something about this person that scares you. And I just think it's their intuition. Maybe you know you can't lie to this person. You know? Maybe you know that being with this person means being your truest self. And maybe that means requiring more of this emotional maturity. Oh, look at, though. There is abundance all around her. And this doesn't, look at the leaves on the tree are green. So there's this message here that maybe, since while the leaves on the trees are green right now, you're fearing her, but maybe by autumn, you'll be in her arms. Maybe you'll be able to see past that. And you'll have your wish fulfillment. This is the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. All your wishes being fulfilled, being happy. Look at that. Together, that looks like her. Here's your progression. The 9 to the 10. This wish fulfillment will bring you to your happy home. And look at, there's all the fruit. And this looks more like, kind of like springtime. Yeah, this looks more like springtime. Look at the roses everywhere. So by springtime, this is where you'll be. You'll still have this abundance from the fall, but there's going to be promise of more. That's what the flowers do. They grow more fruit later. And then look at with our basket of fruit. Wow, you're coming into a seriously beautiful, abundant, bountiful, fruitful time in your life with this beautiful love. the underlying energy is the Six of Wands. And do you know what that is? That is victory. That is also perseverance until victory is attained. So it's like this guy has been waiting for her for a long time, and there he is, finally getting to touch her. What else is going on here? Yep, all your dreams coming true. That's the star. That's you. That's you, Aquarius. This is your card. Wow. This is a beautiful reading. The Four of Wands, that's halfway to marriage. That's the 1111 card. This is a twin flame influence. Okay. Yeah, this could definitely, yeah, the three. Oh no, that's the Lovers, the reversal of the Lovers. Because you didn't have it before. The Lovers is twin flame. Oh, wow. Aquarius, don't be afraid of this Queen of Cups. Whether you're a man or a woman watching this queen, whether they are a man or a woman, is just like she looks here. Yes, she's psychic. No, you can't lie to her. Yes, you've got to be more authentic when you're with someone like this. But it's going to be so worth it, because it is going to flip this card like this. You've just got to persevere. You're going to come to a time when you just feel like you're stuck in a rut. There's nothing you can do, but you just got to keep going. Because look, she's right beside you. You know what I mean? This third party thing, this is an illusion. This is an illusion. Okay? Because, like I said, this knight knows that it's important for his horse to rest. There's others out there that they know they have a job to get done, and they just push, 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 and push. And yes, they're perseverant, but sometimes they skip steps. Sometimes they won't let their horse rest, and then they've got one day away or a couple of days away until they get to their destination, but their horse dies because they wouldn't let their horse rest, right? So this is being able to endure the rest of the horse. The horse has to rest. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to feel stagnant because what do you think the knight, he knows he's got to get there, but the horse needs to rest. The horse needs some water. They need to eat. And, you know, he's not going to waste his, you know, is he going to feel anxious for that? No. He knows that it's important for him to eat and for the horse to eat and to get rest. But, you know, you kind of might be feeling, oh my God, I'm wasting time. But you're not. You're not. That's an illusion. Maybe that's what you're hoping for, because the devil is also representative of illusions. Anything that seems to be messing with you is really your mind. The devil energy is in your mind, and that's what tortures you, is your thoughts and stuff, you know? But still, hot, heavy relationship, which I think that's exactly what's going on here. All right, so let's go ahead and get your message here from Kali's Oracle, and we'll close out your reading. Please don't forget to like, especially if it resonated with you. Subscribe. I would love that. And also, if you check out my books, you know, you can put me on reading book 1 aloud. You can put it on while you're cooking dinner or doing some exercises or whatever, and see if you like it. All right. Kali, what message do you have for Aquarius? Look at how beautiful this is. Gosh, so beautiful. Okay, when I do this, I take the one on the top. All right, Yuga Shakti. All right. Number 13. 1 and 3 equals 4, and that is the number of stability. Okay, wow. What gorgeous colors. Look at that. Yuga Shakti. Her timing is fierce with compassionate wisdom. To love her is to honor her greater knowing. She demands the surrender of our futile attempts to control that which is beyond our sphere of understanding, until that pain transforms into the sweet pleasure of release. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. Trust her and be shown again and again that her divinely orchestrated workings of time serve you faithfully with love and grace. Okay, so it's already talking about fruitfulness. There's all these messages of fruits and timing, from spring to autumn, this waiting around, you know what I mean? Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. The right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time, right? Okay, all right. Let's keep going. What a powerful image, isn't that? Kali's outstretched tongue and open mouth signify her fierce form as the devouring divine warrior goddess. Time emerges from Kali and ends with her. To birth the new, she devours the old. Persistence for clinging to what has been, the attachment to our past pain and fear of an unknown future are no match for her genius and unwavering will to clear it away to provide the best conditions for the next chapter to unfold. So that's telling me that maybe you were clinging to what had been. That's what this says. Persistence. This is the persistence. Persistence for clinging to what has been. So I feel like there's a message there as well. There are cosmic cycles within which the personal cycles in our lives must align. There are karmic time frames that govern soul contracts and relationships, the timing of life circumstances and changes of fortune, and the opening up of pathways for us. Using our free will, we can enhance the flow of healing and do all we can to ready ourselves to step forward at the appropriate moment. Yet it is the Divine Mother in her infinite wisdom and regenerative power that knows and enacts the perfect transition at the best time. She orchestrates the shifting of individual and collective cycles to be in harmony with each other, so every being gains spiritual benefit through what unfolds. The oracle of Yuga Shakti confirms that you are going to experience considerable change. The timing of this unfoldment is significant. There are many factors at play. You will sense when the correct moment is upon you. So this delay, this feeling like you can't make a change that's coming up, remember to be if you're going to persevere in this other stuff that it wasn't good for you, persevere for the stuff that is good for you. She's saying this is her divine timing. Okay? And there's a lot of things, many factors at play, and so that's what's going to take a long time. Just like I was saying, this Knight of Pentacles, there's many factors at play. It's not just the way to the castle. It's the fact that he's got to let his horse rest and they got to eat too. So those are the factors. That's what she's talking about here. Wait a minute, I lost my place. Oh, okay. Many factors at play. You will sense when the correct moment is upon you. During this time globally, the light of spiritual knowledge is partially subsumed within the darkness of ignorance and confusion. Subsumed. I have never seen that word. Subsumed? I know what consumed is, but I don't know if that's a typo or a real word, guys. I'm going to look it up, of course. Darkness of ignorance and confusion. Even those with the awareness to have positive intentions can become confused and place profit above integrity, attack brothers and sisters on the path, or lay claim to knowledge on false foundations. Even when our intentions are noble, in effect, our actions can create further suffering. Such conflict and confusion are signs that etheric or negative forces have gained the upper hand. That's that whole message here, the upper hand with the wands too. Those negative forces, if you were persistent for clinging to the past, that was those negative forces having gained the upper hand over you. Okay, Kali Ma's darkness and ferocity are required to redress the spiritual imbalance. We are in particular need of her most terrifying manifestations when we become confused as to what belongs to the highest sacred truth and what does not. Do not allow yourself to be convinced by another of anything. Lean into your heart connection to the divine. Inner clarity and higher understanding will arise for you. You will see how close the chapter on the past and you will see how to close the chapter on the past and move into a new cycle. Unique to the iconography of Kali, in the Hindu tradition from which she emerges, is her poked out tongue. Kali's tongue represents her wild mystery teaching. The tongue is the organ of discernment, digestion, and speech. It assists us in taking the right things in and expressing ourselves as we choose. Our mother tongue means the language of our birth. Hang on, I gotta turn the page here. Kali is the cosmic mother tongue. Ooh, our first language. She is the original spiritual language of our hearts and souls. Wow, that's deep. Hers is the language of spirit and light, of the truth beneath the form, and the reassurance that although we must submit to the shifting of greater cycles, those cycles ultimately move for our greatest spiritual benefit. When Kali unfurls her tongue with ferocious expression, she is embarking upon spiritual deliverance. It is the action that precedes her bringing about the end of a diabolical era of greed, fear, confusion, hatred, self-righteousness, and negativity. The tongue of Kali is a reminder that no matter what we may see unfolding before us, there is always a pathway back to the heroic and beautiful. If you have been struggling to let go of a negative legacy, perhaps one that extends back through generations or has infiltrated a group you belong to, this oracle signifies that a radical divine intervention shall take place. Call upon her for such assistance now. Know that an era of darkness is going to end. Unexpectedly and suddenly, a new spiritual dawn shall arise. An entirely new era is due to unfold. Keep close to Ma. She shall ensure it is brought into being in the best way at the best time. She is our mother's tongue, our mother tongue, our first language. And of course, she does everything for the good of all. Would a good mother do something good for her children, and just one or all of her children? A good mother would do something good for all of her children. And so this is how this energy, the divine feminine, works. Wow. So, yeah, this is all about you're being led. You're being led to a higher frequency, which is happiness. When we are happy, we are very high vibe. That's when we say we're high vibe. If you're a happy-go-lucky person, people say that person is high vibrational. Okay? So happiness. So you may not be happy at all. Sometimes the reversal of the sun means you're not happy. Okay? But, you may be okay. But this is what she wants to do. She wants this for you. And she's saying, trust me, Aquarius, because I'm going to bring you to this time. This is the time of abundance. You've got flowers and you've got this fruit and this, I just feel like this is summertime. So now we've gone through, right now there's still green leaves on the trees. That's summertime. And then there's going to be harvest in the autumn. And then you're going to be even closer during the springtime, so that by the time you get to the summer again, this is what you're going to be. Now, I'm not saying this is going to take only 1 year, but it might. I don't usually get these kinds of time frames. But whatever is going on for you, Kali knows what you want. She knows that you want a true, mature, deep love. And she is sending you, your counterpart. It's just going to take getting through this period of what feels like absolutely no change. Because there is change. Because yes, the night is going to stop. He's going to give his horse water, rest, and food. But he's eventually going to get through that. This is the rest. This is the water. This is the food. Eventually the horse will be rested. Eventually the horse and he will be done eating. And it'll be time to get back on their journey. And that's where she'll meet you. So breathe through the impatience. Impatience is not a mature energy. Being patient and understanding how it takes a whole process to get something done correctly is the Knight of Pentacles. He is the only knight who really will probably make it to king, because he knows the importance of all the steps and he doesn't take any shortcuts. And neither does the Divine Mother, because if she does that, her child, the horse, might die. So she is going to make sure that everyone benefits. So just know that when you're feeling like you're just stuck and nothing is going on, know that the Divine Mother is in the background doing a lot of stuff that you just don't see. And then when you finally get there, then you'll understand. Then you'll say, thank you so much, because I didn't know that that was happening. I didn't know that that even could happen. And if that had happened, they would have never, you know what I mean? They would have never come around, or something would have never happened, or so you will eventually understand. Just be patient, be perseverant, trust in spirit, be grateful to her, and understand that something awesome is coming to you, Aquarius. I really love this reading. I really hope that it resonated with you. Please let me know if it did. So I can gauge the amount of control you have in this situation by the number of major arcana to minor. You've got the Sun, you've got the Tower, and the Devil. And that's it, right? Oh, you've got the High Priestess as well. So that is 4. 4 out of 10 cards. This is almost half out of your control. Okay? And it's really going to feel like that after a while. But you've got this if you just got the perseverance and trust in spirit. All right, so please don't forget to like, comment, share, check out my books, all that stuff. That's what I have for you at this time, Aquarius. See you next time.